देखिए बहुत सारे लोग विल बनाते हैं बट दे डोंट मेक द विल द राइट वे. इवन इफ द विल इज नॉट रजिस्टर्ड इट इज अ वैलिड विल. रजिस्ट्रेशन ऑफ विल इज नॉट मैंडेटरी और नॉट नेसेसरी. अब वो ब्रदर नहीं देना चाहता है या वो कहता है कि तुम तो नहीं दूंगा मैं तुम्हें, देन द गर्ल शुड गो टू कोर्ट एंड फाइट हर ब्रदर. सी, मेंटेनेंस इज समथिंग यू गेट फॉर योर डे टू डे एक्सपेंसेस and you get it when you are in the marriage. Alimony comes when you are divorced. Go to the legal services authority. हर court में there we are the legal services authority which is gives free legal aid. So every district, every taluk, every high court, supreme court, everybody there is a legal aid cell there.
प्रिया, आजकल लड़के बहुत डरे हुए हैं. So how can they safeguard themselves? क्योंकि काफी मैं तो सुनती रहती हूँ कि कह रहे भैया मैं तो शादी नहीं
वही
करती.
कह रही हूँ.
वो बस उस पे आ गए कि देखो this is too complicated.
They're happy to be in a live-in
Be in a
relationship.
relationship.
हाँ, because there are no
Strings attached and none of this.
No, but they still have to pay maintenance if the relationship breaks.
But
The live-in relationship के लिए भी अब now
Yeah,
court है, there is a
rule
law
आ गया.
to
Yeah.
say that you have to
But
pay.
this question that they are feeling कि मतलब can they safeguard themselves also?
They can. That's what we tell them कि भाई the boy should अगर लड़की आती है and if she brings her jewelry, then you should have a separate account from your mother or your bank account from your mother or your father. You also encourage her to have her own bank account. Keep her stuff in the bank account. Take photographs. Make lists. Keep it recorded कि भाई इसका सामान है. If she takes the सामान, then record it. That comfort should be there amongst you. कि भाई आप ये कह सको कि अपना सामान लेके आप लेके जा रहे हो तो जिस मेक अ मैसेज कर दो या रिकॉर्ड रखो कि दिस इज योर ज्वेलरी. और इफ अगर उसके लॉकर में देन इट्स हर हेडेक. जब आपके पास आपकी मदर की लॉकर में नहीं है, आपके लॉकर में नहीं है, देन इट इज हर दिस थिंग. तो लॉकर रखो. लेट हर हैव हर बैंक अकाउंट. डोंट टेक हर मनी. मतलब व्हाई शुड यू ऑल्सो से कि भाई तुम अपना सारी सैलरी मेरे अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर करो. ऑल दीज थिंग्स ऑल्सो हैव टू स्टॉप ना. बहुत सारी फैमिलीज में होता है कि जी लड़की हम शादी के बाद वो कहते हैं जी वो अपनी जितना कमाती है हम तो
हमको
कहते हैं
दे दो.
हमें दे दो. क्यों दे दो? बिफोर शी केम इनटू योर हाउस व्हाई यू नॉट लिविंग, व्हाई यू नॉट स्पेंडिंग? घर नहीं चल रहा था क्या? उसी के पैसों से घर चलाना है. तो माइंडसेट हैज टू चेंज. द माइंडसेट इज still I mean I'm saying in different status the mindset is still the same. You go to tier 2 cities, tier 3 cities, it is still the same. We are in metropolitan cities, the 5-star cities concept ठीक है, थोड़ा बहुत
हायर लेवल के डिवोर्सेस का लेवल अलग हो गया.
अलग
It's a
है,
more,
बिल्कुल. इट्स ऑन बिजनेसेस.
Yeah.
आई मीन देयर सो मच नाउ हैपनिंग. जैसे कि भाई बेटी को डायरेक्टर बनाओ ये कंपनी में या एक बिजनेस उसके नाम कर दो. दैट्स अ डिफरेंट बॉल गेम ऑल टुगेदर.
Because you come from a very privileged background, you know that I am safe and I can't tolerate anything. And then if I leave, the cost of my life is this much. I wasted so many years, so you should compensate for me. So there is one side is like I feel in certain cases, it's just that the small trigger is you make it a very big. But people who are seeing it from distance, they are always scared because उनको वो केस भी नहीं समझ में आता, उनको वो केस भी नहीं समझ में आता है. He always think कि what if it happens to us? What should I do? जैसे आपने बोला कि इतनी सारी चीजें. अब आप एक शादी पहले आप कहते थे आराम से एक शादी कर लेते थे. अब आप सोचते मुझे ये भी डॉक्यूमेंट करना चाहिए, मुझे हर एक चीज को वॉच करना चाहिए.
See, I think it's very important for to both the sides to be very upfront and honest with each other. There are so many girls who say कि हमें आज तक नहीं पता हमारे हस्बैंड क्या कमाते हैं और क्या what their income is and what they bring home and what they don't bring home. So we don't know. So I don't. If you're having a life partner, if you're in a good relationship, the husband should share कि भाई मैं this is what I earn and this is what I put away for my parents or this is what I put away for our future security or for the children. And similarly the girl should also. I mean, mostly I have not heard of cases where the man comes and says कि हमें नहीं पता कि मेरी वाइफ कितना कमाती है या मेरे को नहीं पता मेरी वाइफ की टेक होम सैलरी क्या है. Very rarely कुछ. I don't think I have heard that in the last 5 years. कोई एक केस में सुना हो कि भाई the husband doesn't know उसकी वाइफ कितना कमाती है. But I've come across so many cases where even in this case which I'm saying you 7, he's taken 50-60 lakhs. She says till date I don't know what he earns. I only know he's a vice president in a company, promotion है, benefits है, bonus मिलता है, ये मिलता है. But he has never shared from day one what his income is. and what his salary, what he gets and what he saves and what he gets.
तो ऐसी क्या चीजें हैं जो कि हमें रिकॉर्ड्स में जरूर रखनी, डॉक्यूमेंट करना चाहिए एज अ गर्ल, एज हस्बैंड, एज फैमिलीज? व्हाट इज इट फॉर म्यूचुअल सेफ्टी? कल को द गाय फैमिली विल बी इन लॉसेस बिकॉज ऑफ अनजस्टिफाइड डिमांड. तो प्रिंसिपल है कुछ ऐसा?
The thing is, lot of people do it in cash or do it in black money or do it with things which they don't want to account for. So that money you'll never get back. मैं तो वो कहती हूँ, जो आप रोके पे 1 लाख रुपया देते हो, शादी पे शगन दिया 3 लाख रुपया दिया, मत दो, लड़के के अकाउंट में डाल दो. आपने देना है आउट ऑफ लव एंड अफेक्शन टू द बॉय, तो आप उसके अकाउंट में डाल दो. एंड लेट देम से, कि आप बोलो कि भाई जी हम देना चाह रहे हैं, हम अकाउंट में देंगे, सो दैट देयर इज प्रूफ. आपने कैश दिया, फिर बाद में आप कहते हो जी, पुलिस में जब केस जाता है या कोर्टों में आते हैं तो बोलते हैं कि जी हमने जी 15 लाख रुपए तो कैश दिया, 20 गिन्नी दी, और उसका कोई अकाउंट नहीं है, बिकॉज वो मुकर
फोटो
जाते हैं.
निकालते रहो, ढूंढते रहो,
वो
documents.
मिलती नहीं है, होता ही नहीं है. फिर उसके वो तो फिर हम तो पहले दिन बता देते हैं, लड़की वाले आते हैं कि भैया आपके ये पैसे तो गए, आप तो ये तो मांगो ही मत, ये मिलेंगे ही नहीं आपको. Nobody is going to admit to cash.
एक्चुअली हम आंख की डोरी में रहते हैं ना कि अच्छा शादी हो रही है, सब अच्छा ही होगा. कोई
नहीं, भगवान करे सब अच्छा ही हो. ऊपर थिंक इतने जो लिटिगेशन चल रहा है, केसेस चल रहे हैं, तो उसमें कहाँ है होता है, या थिंग्स आर नॉट दैट वे. बट मेरा ये कहना है, तो देना ही नहीं चाहिए. फर्स्ट 3 years ऑफ मैरिज यू शुड नॉट, लेना देना बिल्कुल नहीं होना चाहिए. शादी बन जाए, निभ जाए, आपने देना है, फिर अपने लड़के को देना है, उस तरीके से दो कि एक आपका रिकॉर्ड है. अपने अपनी बेटी को देना है, फिक्स डिपॉजिट कर दो बेटी के नाम, उसके अकाउंट में डाल दो, बॉन्ड्स खरीद लो, सिप्स खरीद लो, आजकल इतने ऑप्शंस हैं.
ये जो ज्वेलरी वाले केसेस भी आजकल कितने न्यूज में आते हैं. शादी हुई, अगले तभी दिस केस वेयर दिस वाज अ हाईली
पब्लिसाइज्ड केस.
publicized case जिसमें she killed her husband, got her husband, supposedly got her husband killed. She took all her jewelry. अब आप शादी करते हो तो कहीं ना कहीं सोसाइटी के नाम पे ये आप सारी चीजें देते हो.
देखिए, लॉट ऑफ केसेस जो सोशल मीडिया में आते हैं और ये आते हैं, लॉट ऑफ देम आर आल्सो हाईलाइटेड और लॉट ऑफ देम आर एग्जैजरेटेड because to make news, that for the TRPs. We don't know. If you look at the standard of living of both the families, कितनी jewelry होगी? It's not a high society Bollywood marriage or a industrialist marriage. कितनी होगी? 2 लाख, 5 लाख, 15 लाख, 20 लाख की ज्वेलरी होगी. जो हाई TRP बनाने की सारी ज्वेलरी लगी, how much would it be? I mean, look at the standard of living of both the families. So those are things also which court takes into consideration, the police takes into consideration. They ask for the bills. आजकल तो कोर्ट, पुलिस स्टेशन में अगर आप कंप्लेन करने जाते हो, इफ अ गर्ल्स कंप्लेन्स कहती है कि मेरी ज्वेलरी की, तो कहते हैं आप प्रूफ लाओ कि आपके टाइम में शादी, या तो फोटोग्राफ्स लाओ शादी की, या आपके पास बिल्स होंगे, या कोई रिकॉर्डिंग होगी, या आपने कोई पहना होगा उसकी कोई फोटो होगी, क्या आपने, आपके माँ बाप ने ये ज्वेलरी दी या ससुराल वालों ने वो चढ़ाई, आप प्रूफ लाओ. सो दैट्स व्हाई व्हेन वी टेल द गर्ल्स कि आप पुलिस कंप्लेन करने जाते हो तो अपना डॉक्यूमेंट्री प्रूफ साथ में लगाओ.
अब प्रिया, नाउ सपोज यू डू गेट टू दैट जंक्शन कि आपको डिवोर्स के लिए जाना है या सोच रहे हैं, आपके माइंड में क्या क्या क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए, क्या क्या पेपर वर्क आपको करना चाहिए, व्हाट शुड यू ऑलरेडी हैव डॉक्यूमेंटेड? बिकॉज काफी सुनते रहते हैं कि पहले से भैया ये डॉक्यूमेंटेशन बना के चले.
See, court goes only on the basis of documents. As you rightly said, documentation होना चाहिए. So what happens is, a lot of people exchange in the, जब लड़ाई होती है, you have heated
WhatsApp.
exchange of WhatsApp messages, emails, letters. So those things you should preserve, because those are which show that the extent of लड़ाई or the instances. Also, you should jot down, when you make a case, you need to know what has happened in this 5 years of marriage or 2 years of marriage, whatever time it is. What kind of instances where the girl says कि मेरे साथ domestic violence हुआ, या economic deprivation हुई, या sexual, मतलब physical violence हुआ, mentally torture करा. So like we have recently come up with so many cases where this slow poisoning in the family,
Yes.
by the in-laws or by the family. This is an allegation by the girl, or she has got, her body parts have failed, or she's got some chronic issues which are with the illnesses. So these and like a lot of times happen कि भाई आप डॉक्टर के ले जाते हो कि भाई तबीयत ठीक नहीं है. So keep your medical record with you. अभी कोई डॉक्टर, I mean like in a case where the boy was taking medicines for depression, and he was bipolar. So this girl, I asked her, I said, have you got any proof? She said, नहीं, वो तो डॉक्टर के पेपर्स थे और मेडिसिन मुझे नहीं पता. तो मैंने, आप घर में रहते थे, you could have taken WhatsApp photo of the medicine का, what दवाई, you could be, then we could have, said कि भाई he was taking these kind of medicines which were for his mental issues. So she said नहीं लिया. So these are the things which we say कि proof इकट्ठा करो, proof रखो, documentation रखो. And now if you do a lot of international travel, if you're in a good this thing, we say passport की photo copy रखो, visas की रखो. Tomorrow the guy says I'm only earning 14,000 rupees or 15,000 rupees, but he has done first class में international travel every 6 months. So that will prove that he is making wrong statements. So the girl says I don't have any money, but then she's been traveling to Thailand and Bangkok with her friends, and she says कि I'm spending 2-3 lakh rupees on shopping. So then you say that where is she getting this kind of money from? So those are documentation is an important aspect for filing any kind of litigation.
But Priya, क्या होता है कि a lot of times we don't even want to go to the divorce because we're worried about the inheritance of our children. कि उस पे क्या impact होता है? What are, like you talked about, कि appointing a separate lawyer for the kids. There's a lot of fear is there कि मैं छोड़ दूंगी तो मेरे बच्चे तो मतलब.
No, but बच्चों का तो हक होता ही है in the see, as far as the law is concerned, if the matter gets settled in a mutual settlement होती है, in that everything is taken care of, the children's education, higher education, marriages and all. In most cases, we leave the inheritance right of the children open because they're minor. When most of these cases get settled, their children are minor. So the law says that either parent cannot decide for them about their inheritance, that they have a right to it after they turn major. So they have a right to it. So you do not decide on or mother has no right to, give a closure to that by saying, acha, even against inheritance मैं ये ले रही हूँ. But in some cases होता, most cases होता है, because if the man, suppose a man has only one house, right? And he sells that 50% of the house, he sells the house and gets 50% of that money for the 2 children and the wife. He has no other property. So उसमें तो आगे inheritance का कुछ है ही नहीं, And tomorrow if she gets married again, then it's the responsibility of the second husband. Or if the man gets married again, then he has responsibility for the rest of the next family that he has. So, but in cases where the husband dies, like अभी बहुत cases हुए हैं पीछे जहाँ COVID में और या young deaths हुई हैं, and and there is no will.
Yes.
So as per law, if it is a self-acquired property, the mother, the wife, and the children have equal share in the husband's property if he has any property. Even in the ancestral property, if it is not 4 generations, so it's like 4 generations तक के बाद तक उसको ancestral property गिनी जाती. They are all co-partners. After the amendment in the Hindu Succession Act in 2005, so these 2 things have come out which are very necessary for girls to know. Number 1, they have equal right in the self-acquired property. They have right to as much as the boy. तो जो मिलता नहीं है लड़कियों को, लड़कियां अपने भाइयों से लड़ना नहीं चाहती. दैट्स अ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट सिनेरियो. जैसे कि भाई से रिश्ता खराब हो जाएगा अगर मैंने अपना हक मांग लिया, so that. But they have an equal right, whether it is a divorced woman, a widowed woman, an unmarried woman, or even a married woman. Each girl has a right to the self-acquired property of her parents.
That is in the case of will and non-will, or just in the case of...
No, they have a right if there is no will.
If there is no will.
In a self-acquired property, the person who owns the property has the right to will it to anyone. उसमें you can't say कि भाई को क्यों will किया, मुझे क्यों नहीं किया, या बहन को क्यों will किया, उसको क्यों नहीं किया, और ट्रस्ट में दे दिया, या servant staff को दे दिया. So you cannot question the will of a person who has a self-acquired property. But if the person dies without a will, then starting with the mother, the wife and the children, they all have equal rights. If there is no will, both the brother sister have a right in the property.
Father has any right? Father has any right?
If the wife dies and she has a property, she has died.
No, just if the son dies.
If the son dies, then the property goes to all equally. जितने legal heirs हैं.
So
including the father.
Including the father. If son dies by then
no will. If the property is in his name.
Son's name.
If it is in his name. अगर उसके नाम पे नहीं है, इज इन द नेम ऑफ द मदर और द फादर, देन तो प्रॉपर्टी विल डिवॉल्व एज लीगल एज जितने भाई बहन हैं उनके ऊपर।
ये बताओ कितने लोग इंडिया में एक्चुअली विल बनाते हैं, रजिस्टर करते हैं, और इज दिस दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द केसेस आर स्टिल दैट लोग पीपल आर डाइंग विदाउट
देखिए बहुत सारे लोग विल बनाते हैं बट दे डोंट मेक द विल द राइट वे, एंड फिर उसको चैलेंज होती है। Even if a will is not registered, it is a valid will. You don't have to, registration of will is not mandatory or not necessary. But a will must have basic ingredients in it. It should be signed by 2 witnesses. It should be signed by the person. The person must say that I'm mental health मेरी ठीक है, with a sound mind I'm making the will. And if you are not going to give the property to any member of your family, you must give a valid reason in the will why you are not giving.
Okay.
Then it cannot be challenged.
Okay.
So what they don't do, they don't write.
हाँ, ये तो
They don't write it.
yes.
You know. So they'll just write कि भी मैं इसको दे रहा हूँ out of my love and affection.
हाँ.
And उसे करके चुपचाप रख देते हैं। हम कहते हैं आजकल अपने बच्चों से विल पे साइन कराओ। If there is that understanding in the family, then आप उस विल को साइन कराओ। बच्चों को बिठाओ, बोलो कि ये हमारे एसेट्स हैं, हस्बैंड वाइफ अगर हैं तो मैं अपनी विल बना रहा हूँ, एज लॉन्ग एज माई वाइफ इज अलाइव एवरीथिंग इज हर्स टिल शी इज अलाइव, आफ्टर दैट इट डिवॉल्व्स ऑन द XYZ जिसको भी देना चाहती हूँ। सिमिलरली विल वाइफ की होनी चाहिए कि एज लॉन्ग एज शी इज अलाइव, द हस्बैंड इज अलाइव, इन केस शी डिमाइसेस बिफोर द हस्बैंड, एवरीथिंग इज हिज एंड आफ्टर हिम इट डिवॉल्व्स XYZ। क्योंकि अक्सर हुआ है कि आउट ऑफ लव एंड अफेक्शन इतने केसेस कोर्ट में चल रहे हैं जो फादर ने या मदर ने विल कर दी प्रॉपर्टी को या गिफ्ट कर दिया बच्चों को इन देयर लाइफ टाइम कि बाद में लिटिगेशन ना हो, और वो बच्चों ने ही माँ बाप को घर से बाहर निकाल दिया।
ये केसेस तो बहुत ज्यादा सुन रहे हैं।
एंड कोर्ट में आ रहे हैं जैसे कि हमारे बच्चों ने हमें घर से निकाल दिया, या दे डोंट लुक आफ्टर अस, या हमें मारपीट करते हैं, तो आप बच्चों को बोलो घर खाली करें, छोड़े। सो कोर्ट हैज इन 2-3 केसेस, द दिल्ली हाई कोर्ट हैज कैंसल्ड दैट गिफ्ट डीड, thrown the couple, young children out of the house, put the old couple back in the house.
So court has that.
Yes, of course they have the power. They cancel the gift deeds. So इतना मोह नहीं होना चाहिए according to me. बच्चों को दो after your lifetime. Keep the control of the property and the assets for your health and your well-being as long as you're alive and or your spouse is alive.
Now, in the will, let's suppose I have a lot of people that I want to give assets to. Maybe let's, for example, 3 kids. पर मैं 2 को देना चाहती हूँ. Do I have to also specifically mention कि मैं 3rd को क्यों नहीं दे?
Yes, you should.
Okay.
You should. You should give the reason.
Because otherwise they say that force करके करा लिया,
हाँ,
some
हाँ.
influence पे करा लिया।
बेटे के पास रहती
हाँ.
थी तो उसने अपने नाम पे करा ली, प्रॉपर्टी सारी बहन को नहीं दी, बहन के नाम पे नहीं, कुछ नहीं हुआ, तो you have to give the reason. The parent should be fair. Why should you not give the daughter? You know, अभी तो सब जब से मतलब कानून में ये आया है चेंज, लॉट ऑफ पीपल से तो शादियों में हम इतना खर्चा कर देते हैं तो बेटी को दहेज दे देते हैं, ज्वेलरी दे देते हैं, शादी पे दे देते हैं, हम प्रॉपर्टी क्यों दे? अरे व्हाई नॉट?
या वो अपने विल में सिर्फ लड़के को रखते हैं।
हाँ,
तो ये आप चैलेंज कर सकते हैं कि लेट्स सपोज योर पेरेंट्स
देखो, इफ इट इज अ सेल्फ एक्वायर्ड प्रॉपर्टी यू कांट चैलेंज इट, you can't challenge it. But if there is no will, of course it devolves equally on everyone.
अब लड़के काफी कहते हैं कि देखो हमने सारा खर्चा किया, हम पेरेंट्स के साथ रहे, हमने सब कुछ
क्यों?
किया।
बेटियां भी तो उतना ही करती हैं, बेटियां ज्यादा ध्यान रखती हैं माँ बाप का जितना लड़कों से ज्यादा।
But should they keep receipts of that? कि look, this is how much we also spent on taking care.
But that
Because-
doesn't help you ना, because receipt किस लिए रखोगे? अगर माँ बाप भी आपको नहीं देना चाहते
नहीं,
तो फिर
sometimes what happens?
No, I'm
where
talking if they didn't leave a will.
Inheritance.
नहीं, if they don't leave a will, then she can ask for partition. She can ask for her share in the property.
No, what
But lot of girls don't go. I'm just a very, very close friend of mine. She said the 3 houses have been given to the brothers by the parents.
In the will.
No, will नहीं है. Now only,
हाँ.
while they're alive,
अच्छा,
they are
they're doing
wanting
it.
to give both 3 houses to them, to the brother.
हाँ.
And 1 small flat to her.
Yes.
So she said, why should he get the bulk share? मैंने भी तो उतनी सेवा करी है, मैं अभी भी मतलब हफ्ते में 4 दिन जाती हूँ, उनके ध्यान रखती हूँ, वो
But
करती हूँ.
that's one case. Many cases, what happens? The parents are
No, there's
saying,
not one case. There's so many cases like
yeah,
this.
no, I'm
हाँ,
not
हाँ.
like kind of quantifying
Hmm.
it. But in many cases, the boys say that we take parents for holidays, we take care of their
So what?
illness.
Materialistic चीजों में क्यों जा रहे हो? लड़की का हक नहीं है. She's also their
No,
daughter.
so then in that case, can it be questioned that okay, how much share should be given to the girl?
No, equal share है. She has a right. See, out of love and affection, the sister can say, ठीक है, I relinquish my share to the brother. I don't want it. And most होता है, बहुत परिवारों में हमने देखा है कि big girls have said, we are well settled. My husband is doing well. We are very well settled. I don't want anything. Let it be given to भैया. Or
Okay,
let
as
it
it
given
is,
to.
she is asking for inheritance property share.
No,
Otherwise,
see, nobody is asking. I'm saying, law says that you have an equal right.
on inherited property. If
No,
your
no,
father,
inherited नहीं. It is self-acquired. If
okay,
self-acquired property जो होती है, जो मतलब मेरे father की है जैसे, my father has made it. He's made the house. I have a right as much as my brother has a right. I have a right on that house.
True.
Will में अगर वो किसी और को दे दे, then I can challenge the will. But I can challenge the will. If he gives it only to the brother, if I want to challenge, I can challenge the will. But as per law, I have a right to it. So tomorrow, if there is no will, I get equal share in that house as far as my brother gets. Right? As per right. अब वो brother नहीं देना चाहता है या वो कहता है कि तुम तो नहीं दूंगा मैं तुम्हें, then the girl should go to court and fight her brother if she wants to.
so inheritance like a generational property.
That
and
is a separate thing. That is an ancestral property.
Yeah.
उसमें क्या होता है, it is as per the Hindu Succession Act, each girl, that's the amendment which has come, it's a co-partner. Everybody is a co-partner in that. So now पहले होता था सिर्फ male heirs were co-partners. Now they have amended the act to say even women are co-partners. So they get a share in that property as much as the boy gets. As much the
Got it.
legal heir has got, similarly.
So in both the
the-
cases, the
so
girl
the
has
girl
now
gets it.
full
हाँ,
right. So at
हाँ,
least
हाँ.
so law is doing a lot for girls.
Yeah,
also.
women के लिए.
No, but now
Same.
if I am writing my will and मैंने सब कुछ कर दिया, what are all the things I should think about कि ये will किस तरह से challenge हो सकता है? So I make sure कि मतलब मेरे को जिसको जो देना, I am giving it to.
So if you're giving it to them and if that level of relationship with the जिनको आप दे रहे हो is comfortable and it's when the children are comfortable, get each one of them to sign the bill.
And if I just make it and I just sign it and
You
get
sign
the
it and then you
and
get
put
two
it and
witnesses to sign
get
it
a
and then you
registrar.
appoint an executor to execute your will.
Yes.
You can appoint an executor. Usually an executor वो होता है, it's either a lawyer or a friend, family close family friend. And usually we say an executor should be somebody who is not very old.
Yes.
He should be a younger person. So to be able to execute the will. Then ठीक है, will के हिसाब से जाएगा. If you make a will, give it. Then if you are not giving or you are saying कि मुझे grandchildren को देना है और मैंने बेटे को नहीं देना, you give the reason कि भी मैंने बेटे को in my lifetime I have given enough to him and he is doing well, he has enough resources of his own, but I want to give it to my 2 grandchildren who are young, who are wanting to study, so I want to give this house or this amount or this jewelry to the grandchildren. So be to advise everybody, even as far as jewelry is concerned, कि उसमें लड़ाई ना हो. आप अपने मेंटली जो आपने जिसको देना उसके आप एक पोटली बनाओ, उसमें उसका नाम लिखो, अपने लॉकर में पोटली बना के रख लो कि ये मेरी बहू के लिए, ये मेरी बेटी के लिए, ये मेरी ग्रैंड डॉटर के लिए, ये मेरे बेटे के लिए, एंड मेक इट एंड देन यू मेंशन इन योर विल सेइंग दैट कि मैंने अपने जितनी मेरी ज्वेलरी थी, एज इन माई लाइफ टाइम आई विल बी यूजिंग इट आफ्टर माई लाइफ टाइम. If my husband, if he is there, I want him to have that financial security tomorrow if anything goes wrong. After that, I have made it into small packets and I have written everybody's name in it and I want the jewelry to devolve like that. This on the rest
तो
of
ये
the
हमारी
family
दादी
members.
टाइम का जो तरीका होता था, मैंने देखा है वो
You would be surprised in business families, particularly the Marwari and the Baniya families, this is being done so often.
and done very fairly.
Yeah.
Like
हाँ.
nobody could question
हाँ.
that किसी को शादी में कम मिला तो उसका एक्स्ट्रा होगा, and everything was written and made and shown to everybody. ये तुम लोगों का
बिल्कुल
है.
बिल्कुल.
So yeah.
And that's the right way to do
Yeah.
it. So that there is no heartburn. Ultimately फिर और रहता क्या है? It's just heartburn ना.
Oh, true.
बट अभी भी लोग विल क्यों नहीं लिखते इतने सारे
लिखते हैं, अब ज्यादा लिखने लग गए.
हाँ
In the last, I would say 10 years, बहुत ज्यादा in awareness हुई है, तो people are writing their wills.
सिर्फ विल का
But
शायद
the
थोड़ा
problem is that people go to the property
Internet.
dealers or internet or property dealers or people. Please go to a lawyer. Pay for it, doesn't matter, but get a proper will made.
Yeah, because they see the documentation, legality,
Yeah, because they
that
know
what
कि court में
exactly
जाएगा तो क्या होगा.
tomorrow the
They know the
valuation
legal,
and everything.
the legal
yeah.
fallouts
Yeah.
of it.
So true, very fair. Will should be made. एक क्वेश्चन है कि अगर डिवोर्सेस जितना हम देखते हैं कि अगली हो जाता है या कई सालों तक चलता है, if somebody if you're fighting then तो there is nothing can be done. If there is a situation where you both feel for XYZ reasons कि हम एक साथ नहीं रह सकते और अब मैं इसको लड़के इतने साल नहीं लगाने हैं, is there anything which is legally you can separate, which
Yes,
is
of course. You can go for divorce by mutual consent. अगर उसमें भी आपका मतलब when you're not able to decide on your rights or this thing, you can go for mediation. Mediation is huge now in India, and right from the Prime Minister Modi to the Chief Justice of India to President Murmu has also recently in a conference which took place just 2 months ago in Bharat Mandapam said that पुराने ज़माने से पंचायत चलता था, बड़े घर के बैठते थे, आपस में सब फैसला करते थे. So mediation is huge now in India. It's being promoted by everyone, where you go to a neutral person and that person helps you decide what are your rights, both sides, in separate sessions. And लड़की को अलग बुला के उनको समझाते हैं कि ये आपके कानूनी हक है, आपको इतना मिल सकता है अगर आप ये फैसला करते हैं और ये मिलेगा और ये मिलना चाहिए. लड़के को अलग समझाते हैं कि ये आपके कानूनी हक है एंड आपको इतना मिलना चाहिए और इतना देना चाहिए, नहीं तो आप लड़ते रहोगे. जो आज सेटलमेंट होगा वो आज केस खत्म होगा, नहीं तो आप 10 साल लड़ते रहोगे. वेदर इट इज़ प्रॉपर्टी, इतने बड़े बड़े बिजनेस हाउसेस के मैटर्स मीडिएशन में, लोडा फैमिली के अभी सेटल हुआ इन मीडिएशन. आई मीन वी कैन नेम सो मेनी नेम्स. बिजनेस फैमिलीज हैं, राजा महाराजाओं के इतने सालों के डिस्प्यूट्स हैं वो मीडिएशन में सेटल हुए हैं. मैट्रिमोनियल डिस्प्यूट सेटल होते हैं. हस्बैंड वाइफ के तो हुए थे पार्टीशन सूट्स बिटवीन ब्रदर्स, फादर एंड ब्रदर, ब्रदर्स एंड ब्रदर्स, वो सेटल होते हैं. कमर्शियल डिस्प्यूट सेटल होते हैं. 138 के केसेस, चेक बाउंसिंग के केसेस जो होते हैं जिसमें चेक दिया और वो कैश नहीं हुआ, उसको वो सेटल होते हैं. सो लॉट ऑफ केसेस एंड एवरी स्टेट, every district has a mediation center in their court. So there are two ways of going from mediation. एक तो कोर्ट भेज देती है मीडिएशन सेंटर में केस का. अगर आप कोर्ट में चल रहे हैं, आप दोनों पार्टी को पूछते हैं कि आप मीडिएशन में जाना चाहते हैं, आपस में बैठ के बात करना चाहते हैं, तो कहते हैं हाँ करने को तैयार हैं, तो मीडिएशन सेंटर भेज देते हैं. एक ये होता है कि आप प्री लिटिगेशन मीडिएशन में जाएं, कि आपको जैसे अब नई शादी हुई है, जस्ट वी आस्क दैट, एंड जस्ट 3-4 months शादी हुई है एंड देयर इज नो ऑप्शन ऑफ डिवोर्स, then what do? Then you can go into mediation, where you can give a letter. You have to just give a request saying कि मैं pre-mediation litigation में जाना चाहती हूँ. There's a nominal amount to be paid. That's all that is to be paid, because the courts pay for the mediator's fees.
Okay.
The courts pay for that. So you go there and they appoint a mediator, a neutral person, who will hear both sides of the case and will help you come to a conclusion. They are facilitators. They are not judges. They don't decide the case for you. They will say, this is in your interest, think about it. This is in your interest, think about it.
So if they don't decide, mediation के बाद फिर से कोर्ट जाता है?
नहीं, then they make a settlement. Suppose you decide, अगर आपस में तालमेल हो जाता है and you come to agreement, MOU is made, a mediation document is made, which is both parties sign and it is sent to the court for finalization.
Okay.
अगर mediation fail होती है, then you go back to litigation. So you go back to litigation.
और बहुत सारे केसेस है जहाँ पे आपकी शादी अच्छी नहीं है, लेकिन आप सोसाइटल बच्चों के या बहुत ही चीज़ अटैचमेंट होती है, आप शादी में रहते हो, उस केस में आप डिवोर्स नहीं लेना चाहते हो. बहुत बार डिवोर्स आप इसलिए लेते हो क्योंकि इतना अगली हो गया है या आपको कोई ऑल्टरनेटिव पार्टनर चाहिए. उस केस में क्या एक कोई लीगली एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग है कि अच्छा मेरी तुम्हारी ये प्रॉब्लम नहीं, नथिंग,
कुछ नहीं, सफर इट और फाइट इट. ऐसा कुछ नहीं होगा. दिल्ली, यू कांट हैव द दिल्ली का लड्डू.
एक बार हैव द केक एंड ईट इट.
पर वो नहीं है.
क्या होता है कि लॉट ऑफ
Either you're suffering it, then suffer it, or you just move out. Then, if you have the means to stay separate, मत करो divorce. अलग-अलग घरों में रह लो. I mean, there are so many couples who are living separate rooms.
No, but in that case, there are certain people, they feel कि okay, my husband hits me. or some say that okay, he is not financially supporting me, or my in-laws I'm not happy with it.
तो डिवोर्स लो, सेटल सेपरेट हो. देखो अगर आप अलग जाके घर में रहने लोगे, वो कौन सा तुम्हें पैसे दे रहा है फॉर, यू नो, गोइंग टू रन 2 houses ना.
But Priya, काफी बार होता है women don't have the money to go for a divorce ना, because they're not managing the finances. जैसे आपने कहा, बताते ही नहीं है कि इनकम कितनी है. They don't put money in their bank account. So how can women like this say, okay, I'm really ready, I want to get out of this marriage? वो क्या करें?
When they go to the legal services authority, हर कोर्ट ने, there we have the legal services authority which is gives free legal aid. So every district, every taluk, every high court, supreme court, everybody, there is a legal aid cell there. So you go to the legal aid cell and say कि भाई मेरे पास कोई पैसे नहीं है, I'm not earning, और मेरा हस्बैंड पैसे नहीं दे रहे, मेरे पास बच्चे भी हैं, या मैं खुद हूँ और मेरे को केस लड़ना है, मुझे डिवोर्स लेना है, या मुझे मेंटेनेंस का केस डालना है, या मुझे डीवी का केस डालना है. तो then the state appoints a lawyer for you and the state pays the lawyer to fight your case.
Okay.
So you can go to the legal aid center
And
and ask for help.
It's effective.
It is
Right.
effective.
They work
Yes.
from beginning
Yeah,
to
yeah,
end.
yeah,
for
yeah.
you.
They give you good lawyers.
So we talked in length about situations in divorces में क्या, marriage में क्या careful होना चाहिए. Maintenance and alimony. This, if we clearly divide or separate, how do we differentiate?
See, maintenance is something you get when for your day-to-day expenses, and you get it when you are in the marriage. Alimony comes when you are divorced. So that's the two fundamental differences. Maintenance, maybe there are different ways of getting maintenance. One is if you go if you filed a divorce petition, then you can file a Section 24 petition asking for maintenance from your husband. In domestic violence case, if you file for domestic violence, then you can ask for maintenance in that as well. There is another provision under the Criminal Procedure Code where now the new BNS Act, which says that you can ask for maintenance under that also. So there are 2-3, because there are a lot of cases where the girls say, why should we file for divorce? Why should we offer it on a platter? So how do you get maintenance? And you can file under 125 and you can file under the Domestic Violence Act. Now, what is the criteria for giving maintenance? Right from the Supreme Court to downwards, there are 2-3 clear criteria. If you're earning and you're earning well, then you're not entitled to maintenance, but the children are entitled to maintenance.
Even if you are earning, is there any?
Yeah, like suppose the man is earning 1 lakh rupees and you're earning 50,000 rupees, then you're not entitled to maintenance. Only if you have children in that, the children are entitled to. By and large, it's a rough formula of 1/3 of the income you are entitled to. If you're earning, if she's a housewife and the husband is earning, then she is entitled to maintenance. Under 125, the court basically sees if you're a destitute, you don't have even money to maintain yourself, you don't have anything, the court grants maintenance. So, maintenance is during the period of marriage or separation. And alimony only comes after your divorce is granted by the court, and then you move an application for asking for alimony.
So 2 questions. Marriage, when you are in marriage, it means you are troubled in marriage and you are filing for your issues in the court that I want either the separation or a divorce.
No, even if you don't file for anything, suppose you don't want to file a domestic violence, there has been no domestic violence, but you have incompatibility issues. He has not hit you. Silent treatment hai. There are marriages where the husband and wife don't talk to each other for months. They don't get along. Incompatibility hai, sexual incompatibility hai, they are not meeting each other. He is in another relationship. So you basically say, I don't want to file domestic violence because I don't have instances to give it कि भाई मेरे साथ मारपीट हुई है, economic deprivation, घर भी चला रहा है, पैसे भी दे रहा है, and all that stuff. But now, because we have now 6 months, 7 months, we are not at all as in a relationship as husband wife. I want to file for maintenance for myself. Then you can file under 125.
Okay.
You don't want to give him a divorce.
Okay.
So you don't want to file a divorce. So divorce mein to it's only when a divorce petition is filed that you can move an application for maintenance. If there's no divorce proceeding, you can't file under that.
Okay.
Right? So that is one thing. The other thing is, as far as DV is concerned, there are a lot of women who say that, हमारे साथ ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं है, or I don't have instances where I can say कि मेरे साथ domestic violence हुआ है. He's never hit me. He's never, emotionally मुझे ऐसे नहीं करा, but we are not compatible. So, but I want some money. So then you go under 125.
Okay. One case where you said that suppose wife is earning 50,000 and husband is earning 2 lakh rupees. And in that case, maintenance for child.
For the children, you
Hmm.
can move the court asking for maintenance for the
So
child.
if court will not ask you that you are also earning money.
No, court can say that you contribute 10 lakh rupees, 10,000 rupees, and he will contribute 50,000 rupees. So court can say, and court does say that if you are earning, then you must contribute to the house. But then mostly women also say in court that everything else, so I'm paying. If it's small, kabhi doctor ke jana hai, petrol bharna hai, for small things that go on, out of that 50,000 rupees, I am still spending 10,000, 15,000, 20,000 in the house. On a daily, if she's running the house and she's looking after the children, she's anyway spending.
So subject to
Yeah. So the court looks at, kind of does a mathematics. There's this way of doing mathematics.
and alimony is when everything is decided.
Yeah.
A certain amount is mutually or by court
No,
is decided.
no. There's no amount decided in that.
Huh.
So what alimony is if a divorce comes through, like I filed for divorce for cruelty, and during the thing I get maintenance. Then I said that maintenance to mil rahi thi. Now once the divorce comes through, the maintenance stops. Right?
Okay.
Once you're divorced, then maintenance stops. Then I move an application saying that I'm entitled to, I've spent 10 years or 15 years in this house, in this marriage, and now he should pay me some alimony for my future to secure me financially. So that is what is alimony. Maintenance, when you get alimony, maintenance stops.
Okay.
You don't get maintenance.
This question then, if you get remarried, does the alimony stop?
Yes, alimony is only
It's
one time.
One time.
It's only one time.
Okay.
So you don't get. There are cases where, the husband says, I'll continue to pay you even our divorce month to month. But then there's a clause is there that if she gets remarried again, then maintenance stops. What you're asking is that. And also there's one, like you mentioned that the incident, like there are cases where when you do a settlement and you have many houses and you feel that you want the wife to continue staying in the house because the children will have to stay in that house. So you say till in your lifetime you stay in this house, but after you pass away, this house goes to the children. So that's part of the settlement. It's all written.
So that is a part of alimony.
That's a part of the mutual divorce settlement or a divorce settlement.
Okay.
Where he says that you continue to stay in this house and I continue to pay for the maintenance, running of the house because the children are staying in that house. But and even if you're 50, 60, the children go away, you live in this house. But then once you die, then the property devolves on the children. And that's all a written agreement. It's not oral, nothing oral about
So
it.
it is one of the negotiations.
Yes,
that,
it's part of a settlement agreement, an MOU, a settlement.
Otherwise,
See, but-
if she claims she doesn't agree, she can ask for it as a right to
No,
sell.
but
or
she's
right
not
to-
entitled to a house, no. She's not entitled under law. She's not entitled to a house. She can't say that you give this house to me.
But एक और चीज हम लोग सुन रहे हैं प्रिया, because of course now we're living in these modern times. A lot of women are freezing their eggs post marriage because कहते हैं okay, even doctors are saying your breast eggs are at 28, 30, freeze them. But maybe by 30, 32 or 35 they decide this is not the person. So what happens to these assets? Are they the property of the woman, the
Of
man?
course, the eggs are hers. They're her 100% her property.
Yeah.
I mean, they're hers. So she has a full right on them.
And second thing about this question that on abortion rights also, because काफी बार ये सुनाई देता है कि that the girl doesn't want to have the child, but the in-laws and the husband are pressuring her. So in that case, what happens?
No, but see, the right to the court has recently held that it's the right of the mother entirely to decide, keeping her health in mind, keeping her mental well-being in mind, keeping her situation in mind. So, but the thing is, this is still a bit of a gray area, but there are judgments to the effect that this is her first right is hers. But there have been cases where the in-laws, I mean, I have done cases where the in-laws have forced her to abort because they didn't want the child because they wanted to throw her out of the house and they wanted the boy to get married somewhere else because she hadn't brought enough dowry. So those have been those kind of cases also where the court has said, no, it is her right to decide. But by giving her some poison or by killing the fetus or by taking her forcefully to get an abortion done, and it's a criminal act. So they can be tried for killing a child. For this criminal implications come in.
I was
in that.
reading somewhere the husband is asking for divorce because wife is not ready to bear a child. Does it?
Yeah, it is a ground for cruelty for not moving the house, building the family and all. It is one of it. It's a ground which comes under the ground of cruelty, mental cruelty. or cruelty.
So the husband can file for.
Yes, he can. Can be a ground. It's one of the grounds.
Wow.
So, but in India, I must say, before we close, one thing, we have been working for bringing about the Uniform Civil Code, because in India, we have a fantastic constitution, and we have laws and rights for all men and women. But we don't have an Indian woman. And this is what my mother always used to say. And she was a senior lawyer, and she was fighting for women's rights, human rights. My parents started public interest litigation in India and helped thousands of people. But in India, we have a Hindu woman, we have a Christian woman, we have a Parsi woman, and we have a Muslim woman. So we have like section 125 or certain laws are there which are used now. I mean, after the amendment, even for the Muslim women, first they were not entitled to ask for maintenance under section 125. It's only after the Shah Bano case that the law was amended and, it came about. So we have been asking for a uniform civil code now. I mean, that's been one of the agendas where we have been asking all political parties to put it in their manifesto, say how many of them are willing to push for the uniform civil code, whereas women across all religion get the same rights. So like a Hindu woman is much more privileged because she has rights for property under the Succession Act, under the other acts, whereas a Muslim woman doesn't. Christian women, they follow their own laws. The Muslim women follow their own, they hardly get anything. And Meher also used to be a very small amount, 5,000, 10,000. Now, of course, it's increased. But so at the end of the day, I think we should all push for and create legal awareness, social awareness, to say that we all women must come together across all religions and push for getting the uniform civil code.
That's why we are here. And but we are doing or we can do is conversation and awareness. If there is any way that you feel at Sipping Thought we should be doing something to support it, to amplify it, we are willing to do that.
No, I think you're doing a great job, because if this goes down to every level or every class or every district or every village, as we say, to the farthest small village or place we can go to, and create this social awareness and the legal awareness, I'm sure movement will be there.
Oh,
I mean, there will be in the manifestos, at least they'll question their leaders. What do you have to say about this?
Absolutely. So Priya, last question of mine, you can ask your question. Priya being a woman and Priya being a lawyer, what are the two things you want to say on the show? As
a lawyer, I would say, listen, women have to be strong, resilient, and have to stand up for their rights. Whatever the circumstances, you really, really have to, have your own identity. And once you have your own identity, everything falls in place, because then people fall in place. Absolutely. As a lawyer, I would say that. As a woman, as Priya Hingorani, I would say, live life king size, laugh, smile. That takes away every stress that you have in life. And that's when you glow. And also, you must do a lot for the society. That's when I think giving back to the society is the most important thing. That's why we are made human beings. And you get to live life once you become a human being. I feel that once in your lifetime. So you should live your life and you should do the best you can for society.
So now I got the glow. Why do you glow?
Why do I glow? Because I laugh and smile a lot.
Yes. So Priya, my last question. You talked about the uniform civil, one woman, one India.
One Indian woman.
One Indian woman. Anything else you think that ye change definitely aani chahiye that would make the rights of women more clear?
See, once the Uniform Civil Code comes, I think, and women come under that law, under the uniform, and that code, Uniform Code, which is a huge battle, because the Muslim, we are basically in a male-dominated society, and it's very difficult to get men to allow, my word is wrong, allow, to give women their right. They feel
even
threatened.
allow might be correct.
No, but I would not want to use allow. But we are a threat. Yeah. They feel we are a threat, and that's not so. Women multitask. Women do everything, right from childbearing to bringing them up to looking after the family while earning. So that potential has to be accepted and respected by men in this society, at least in India. And that's what I think, that mindset has to change. We must have a uniform civil code, and we must have women who are strong respectful. I would say, like when they talk about misuse, a lot of people get disheartened. You must be respectful, you must be fair, you must be resilient, and you must really be your own individual.
Thank you, Priya. Always, whenever we talk to you, so many ideas and so much laid out.
Thank you for having me. I love coming back. And this is one of my favorite places, Sipping Thoughts.